to another episode of Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. So, again, it's been a very busy month of July. Lots going on. But we had a special moment in sneakers. Again, I told you the Kobe's out. We definitely got the Kobe 6, the WNBA All Star. It's WNBA All Star weekend, second full week of July. We're on the home stretch. It's almost August, and before we know it, these kids will be back to school. So remember, this is available Apple, Spotify, and obviously on YouTube if you're watching it on video. Shout out Napheesa Collier, held it down in WNBA All Star weekend, taking home the MVP. Team Collier dominated from wire to wire. Skylar Diggins had a triple double. Napheesa Collier had 36 points, which is an all-star record. But hey, she's a Jordan athlete. So this is kind of segueing me into where we're at today. So launched on July 12th was the Jordan 40. So let's give you a breakdown of the Jordan 40 and some of the pieces that go along with it. So let's start with the technology. Then we're going to talk about the history and then what people think about it. So the Jordan 40, the technology, it is really a performance shoe first. Full length, Zoom X foam, 85% energy return, paired with a full length Zoom Strobel air units, a little bit different than what we've done. This is exclusive to the Jordan line, so this particularly technology. They run the traditional herringbone traction featuring 40% angle, so a little bit different, engineered really to make sure that we have sharp, precise cuts and that you can move freely back and forth on the court. This is, you think ideally for a point guard, but any player wants to be able to move and cut at will and feel that the shoe is gonna hold up and move with them. So support wise, full upper made of leather, 360-degree webbing for containment, asymmetrical collar, and medial venting. So you do get some venting that is through the tongue. Heritage cues, there's some cues that are on there. The Jordan 3, the Jordan 5, the Jordan 13, the 14, the 15, and the 17. So a lot of different things they've kind of woven in. We feel like we've seen this one, but it is also a move forward to the future. Now, what if people think about it? I think that's the debate. 100% tried it on in store. Smooth ride. It is a smooth ride. On court, there's definitely pluses and minuses. Many have said it, had a chance to take a run in these, and loved the cushioning. Cushioning was absolutely outstanding. Felt it all the way through. So this Zoom X foam plus the full length Zoom Strobel air sole unit. Huge fan. Upgrade from the 39, the 38. Geez, I didn't think back to like the 34, which I really like. This is a better shoe. The downside to this shoe, it being full leather, it's heavier. Now, there are some other colors. I don't know if the blue suede that comes out, there's a couple other ones that come out in fall, and I think there will be then a full slew of colorways that come out. It's called the Classic, so there's minimal colors. It's really only white and black with like a little bit of gray. Technically the toe box is leather, and with the vents, it does breathe, so it does give you back some material and allow you to breathe a little bit through the medial side panel. But the shoe is significantly heavier than most other ball shoes that you wear. It's heavier than an AE. Obviously, it's heavier than a Harden. Any of the previous ones, the Jordan 39, 38, 37, this is heavier. You get a lot with the cushion, but you sacrifice some weight. Now, moving around a player my size or bigger, I don't think have a problem with it. I think when you have a smaller player that's running around 155, 160 pounds, they're not going to be a fan of how heavy this shoe is. The biggest concern that I have And this has kind of been an ongoing issue with many Jordans. When they move away from a strap or they move away from the collar, really found that this, in comparison to wearing Kai 1 Speed or Kobe 6, where you really feel like locked into the shoe, you feel like, although the top part of the shoe, you feel that you're connected, but when you tie it and lace it all the way up, you feel that it's loose. You feel like the laces are just not holding you in. So, although you feel connected to um, the sneaker overall because of some of the padding that's inside, it's just not as tight as many ball players, including myself, would love at the top of the shoe. So this is going to work for some. Some people are absolutely going to love this shoe. I'm sure we're going to get many of the Jordan athletes in the new year. Napheesa Collier, she signed to the brand. She's wearing the Eris. Maybe throws it on for a game, but I don't think she's going to play in the Eris and wait for it ultimately to hopefully they make her own shoe. Other players, and I think of Kia Nurse. I could see Luka or Zion throwing the shoe on, but they already have their own signature shoes. There are other players that play in Jordans, but it'll be very interesting. I think back in the day of Ray Allen, even like a non-official athlete like Reggie Miller, all of these guys would be hooping in this. Michael Finley, amongst others, Quentin Richardson, excuse me, amongst other guys would be definitely Darius Miles, which is his partner from the good old LA Clipper days when the Clippers finally became relevant. They definitely would be wearing this shoe. 100%. Jordan 40, they all would be rocking it. Derek Anderson definitely would be rocking it. But I don't know how many guys are going to wear this because the way the world of basketball shoes is gone. One, everything seems to scoop below the ankle now. This is lower than most other Jordans, but it still feels way higher than, say, a Kobe 6, a Kobe 5, a Kobe 4, which are some of the most popular Kobe's. Kobe 8 that most recently came out in the What the colorway. A lot of people are going to be rocking with that. Hey, some of the women's shoes that are even out there, Sabrina 2, Sabrina 3 is on the way later this month. Asia Wilson is really, exploded on the market for young ladies, and extended size. Some guys are wearing them. But that is a great shoe to hoop in. Not knocking the Jordan 40. I think it's a classic. It is a clean shoe. I can see people wearing this on the street, but this is really to be a performance shoe, and you get a lot of performance. Cushioning, traction, which are two of the biggest things that I have, but this lockdown and the weight are not going to work for everyone. Me personally, I can hoop in it. I feel good about it. Would it be my favorite? I still love the Kobe 6. I told you guys, the Kai 1 Speed is my favorite shoe, period, that has been made in the last 20 years. Like, I am absolutely obsessed and love that shoe. But I think some other people not going to love it the same way I do. So it is clean. It truly looks like a Jordan. You can feel the heritage, and it's special that we are at 40. To think in 1985 that we got the banned Jordan 1, and 40 years later we'd be at Jordan 40 is really kind of hard to believe. It truly is. But thinking about the heritage of the brand and this milestone shoe, this shoe in most parts sold out completely. Nike sold out. Foot Locker was on launch reservation, totally sold out. Those are the major retailers. Dick's probably liquidated lots. So the energy that's been built around this one, blue suede looks really cool. People are going to be after it. Now as people are going to be able to pull off a blue suede shoe. There might be some retraction in being able to do that, but overall, I think we all got to be happy with the Jordan 40. I think Vin Baker, big man 6'10" from the 90s, he would rock the hell out of this. This kind of reminds me of the Jumpman Pro Strong, just as being a bigger man shoe. And And I think when we kind of go through some of the models, Jordan 21, Jordan 22, Jordan 23, Jordan 25. And again, this is when 2009, 2010, when we flip beyond the Jordan 23, Jordan even 23, those were heavier shoes. We got lighter shoes. I want to say it was the 20 with the little cutout in it. The 14 is definitely a lighter one in comparison to this. So some people are going to be excited about that. Others are not. But I think when we're trying to make a hoop shoe, we can't make it in the same mold. I think way too many shoes today all have now followed the Kobe 4, 5, 6 mold. Add the 8 in there as well. Sabrina is like that. A'ja Wilson like that, but not like that. So there's way too many shoes that are going for this low profile look. Like Steve Nash started this like 20 years ago, and now everyone wants to make a low cut shoe. This is a different shoe. This is a shoe with some substance. So Jordan Brand, feel good about what you've made. This is a shoe that many hoopers will be happy to wear. I think of all the Jordan Brand teams like St. John's, Marquette, those UNC, those guys will be out hooping in it. And when you color this thing up, it will look nice. Now, hey, I will tell you, the shoe wrinkles right away, but it's a leather shoe. What do you expect? You wore the Jordan 13, that toe box literally, wrinkled before you actually got the tip off. So that's the reality. We have to accept high performance quality, and then the leather is quality. So feel good about that. And I think the Jordan 40 is a good basketball shoe. Are there shoes better? I told you this already. Yes, there are. Don't get me wrong. You got to find the shoe that works for you. And this is going to work for some people. Some people are going to be very happy with this. So that's it. Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. I'm your host, Lionel McDonald, talking about the Jordan 40.